We're getting set for Game 3 of the NOJHL semifinal series between the Hearst Lumberjacks and the Timmins Rock. He's being hassled there by Armitage, but keeps it in. Patterson. Big clapper from the point there from Schillinglaw, but Riley shuts the door there. Now here's Willette. Paquette rips the shot, but again, right into the chest protector of Dryden Riley. Miller trying to cut it back up the ice quickly. Here's Como. Knocked off his stick by Skadden. Kim couldn't move that out across. They score as Como saucers that across for Tyler Patterson, and he one-times that over Dryden Riley to get the Lumberjacks on the board. So a quick turnover there cost the Rock big time as Matthew Como picks that puck up, and he knew exactly where Patterson was. Shots were 16-5 in favor of the Lumberjacks, so a pretty uninspiring period for the home side, and they're going to need to get it going here in a big way if they want to extend their season here. Now here's William Paquette. Stretch pass here, nice one, finds Como. Here's Patterson all alone, he scores. Tyler Patterson makes it 2-0 Hearst. As again, they catch the Rock defense napping there. A couple of quick passes, and Como finds Patterson in all alone once again. And it's a 2-0 Lumberjacks lead. So again, the passes are just not connecting for Timmins here, and Patterson and Como are wreaking havoc here tonight.
You know, we saw in game 2, as soon as Hearst is up a couple goals, the wheels fell off for Timmins. They got to try to avoid that and at least try to stay in this game. It's still a lot of time left. So,
but they need a spark here. There's another pass up the middle. Knocked down. McClellan hammers down Garvin. Ends up as an offside call. Here's Braden Hinman. Rolls off the stick there of Thompson. McClellan throws another big check there. McClellan scores! Oh! Henry McClellan trying to fire up the crowd, and he gets the Rock on the board, and that fires up the building here. So after a couple of big hits, McClellan makes it happen there as he turns it over and snaps it past Boisve, and that's a big boost there. Kicked away there by Schillinglaw. He's without a stick. Back comes Callan. Callan, drop pass for Veilleux, back across. Willette off the crossbar there. Looks like Riley got a piece of that as well as the crossbar. Bordeaux Lemoyne back in the slot. MacArthur trying to locate it. MacArthur, he's got to step on Hinman. Sends it across. They score! Clark, Skadden taps it home, and they tie the game at 2. Great play there from Caden MacArthur as he got around Hinman and just waited and waited and waited for Skadden to find that far post there.
And he didn't shoot, he kind of shot wide like we just talked about, right? Just to get it to Skadden, and Skadden was there to push it in.
Absolutely, a huge goal there. There's Schillinglaw. Couldn't keep that out though as Poole knocked it down. Back in comes Sear. Sear scores! Braden Sear snaps it home to give the Rock the lead. Seeing eye shot there as Sear found the seam as that one evades the blocker of Alex Boisve, and the Rock are back in front.
We've seen during the season he has those moments of offense, right? It's not what he's called to do a lot of the time, but when he does, he looks good doing it. So
here's Aiden Callan. Callan still with it across, backdoor feed, and almost scoring there. I don't know how they didn't tap that in there.
Did Riley stop that?
If he did, that was a 10-bell save. Captain there. Here's McKay. Chips this in deep. Riley's gonna have to smother this one. A big crash there. Schillinglaw went in hard. Now we're gonna have a melee. As that puck was rolling softly to Riley, And just a sea of humanity coming at him there. So that's a tough spot for a goaltender afterwards. So bring it out to the neutral zone. Ouellette, some nifty dangles there. He gets it back. Ouellette, backdoor feed, and just couldn't quite connect there was Callan. Rings this around. Como chips it out front, looking for Veilleux, but he's knocked off the puck, and now Beard. Beard plays this up for Armitage. Armitage scores! Ryan Armitage sends it into the open goal to make it 4-2 Timmins.
You see the glass just moving. The fans are going wild here, loving this moment.
Huge empty netter there as Ryan Armitage is the recipient of that pass from Beard. And Sear, and that's Trottier, and now Allard and Trottier. Little pushing and shoving, that's going to do it now, and now you really got to watch it. Now we're going to have another scrum here. And again, Riley getting involved there, trying to just play peacemaker at this point.
Well, you need all these guys to play tomorrow, so you can't do anything silly.
But the final buzzer has sounded. The Timmins Rock are going to win this game 4-2, and they're back in this series with a big victory here. Come from behind victory. They were down 2-0 in the early part of that second period, and they dig deep and they get back into the series with a big win here on Monday night.
NOJHL playoff highlights are brought to you by BrokerLink, auto, home, and business insurance. BrokerLink, life is confusing. Your insurance shouldn't be.